All right. Okay, Aqua. So this is a pretty intense reading. Um, I didn't quite see it at first. In fact, I had to sit with it a little while. And I was still like, everything wasn't quite coming together. And, I really started sitting with these. And when it doesn't seem like it's coming together like that, I'll ask for a vision from Spirit. And what I saw was this girl. Okay. And well, it wasn't necessarily looking like her, but I know this is who it was. Because first what I saw was her standing, and I was like, it took a while for anything else to happen. I was kind of waiting, but then I started seeing someone like hitting her, abusing her. Now, this can be physical abuse. It could just mean verbal abuse, right? And maybe that's why there was a pause. So it could be either or. They just, it's kind of hard to show me verbal abuse in with the same power, right? And it went on for a while. And eventually I just saw her laying on the ground, crying. And finally it's like she just took off. She started flying into the sky, right? And I'm looking at this energy coming up. And then I saw her playing like drums, right? And I'm just seeing, I think it was to associate this card with it. But I feel like, whatever that, finding your own rhythm, finding that creative outlet. And that became, right, where you channeled your energy, where you escaped, where you found your freedom, right? Where you found your purpose, where you found your light, was in this creative energy. And it helped you cope with whatever this abuse, right? It's your stability. We see these 4 wands here. And, this card being here is saying that is your purpose, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, whatever creative outlet you have, whether it is music, and, for a lot of you, it will be because I was given that, but it can be other things as well. So take what resonates. But that is your purpose. And, I see you, this is the heart of the reading here, staying true to that, finding, this abundance, this, this heart chakra bursting out. His third eye is really standing out to me here, right? It's all lit up. That balance between the masculine and the feminine, which is in the heart, right? And the thing that's holding you back from this is this, the adjustment that's required is this forgiveness of the masculine, right? I think that, this Nina Simone, never trust cures from the system that made you sick. And you feel like it's the masculine that made you sick, right? You see him as just a move maker, a chess player. And there is this, and I think this is what you're consciously moving toward. So maybe you are consciously trying to heal that, right? Trying to look at your inner masculine, right? Because it's been influenced by the men that you've experienced, right? The relationships you've had with men. And also, there's nothing more beautiful than speaking truth to power. I feel like you're trying to take this pain and channel it, right, into whatever this creativity, whatever this creative outlet you have, channeling it into that. And that is going to help heal, right? But I feel like there is a certain amount of trepidation there because you might still have relationship, right? If this is a father figure, it might cause problems with that, right? Because I see defensiveness, and you're looking over here at the masculine, right? Not, it's with your eyes closed, right? It's internally, but still she's turned towards this masculine. You know, and it's like right here at the feet, right? And it's like, this could be kicked in the face, right? I mean, I feel like this relationship was really, whether this was with your father, whether this was with another, you know, a boyfriend or whatever it was, your experience with men had there at least one, and if it was a father, right, that really affects us. And you're holding on to this, right? And I feel like this is what you've got to let go of. You know, and I feel like I'm looking at this town, I'm almost seeing this hometown, right? This, there might be this need to release that, right? To kind of take a gamble in order to, you know, it says your dream home lies outside of time, right? It's still yet to come into fruition. It's not this hometown or where you are, you know, and I think that you know that. I think that you're dissatisfied with this. Right? You're just, I'm looking at, you know, the birds all around Nina. Right? The truth. And I see you here in the air element, you know, going within, kind of blocking out the noise, blocking out the chatter. Hi. Oh, this is Simone. Simone has come over to say hello, Simone. She's named after Nina Simone. Nina Simone is like absolutely awesome. So in the underlying, we have Leonard Cohen with justice. And yeah, I think that you are putting together, you know, going through the story. You know, something about this turtleneck, it feels constricting, right? There's this need to release the story. You know, we see the light and the dark here. All right, the light and the dark. There's this need to look at those shadow places, heal them once and for all. And then here, you know, once again, I'm seeing this, you know, I feel like you're kind of defensive of your path. Whether, you know, and this is in addition to this, what I was talking about before. I think that you've kind of kept it hidden, right? It's like, well, Simone, I didn't mean that you were to come over and take over the place. I feel like she's here for comfort for you. Hopefully it's comforting for you. But, right, and I think that once you kind of face these shadows, kind of, you know, and I don't know if this is going to actually be speaking, right? I don't see that necessarily. I just feel like it's just living your life, right? Do what you damn well like. You're right. You know, just make your dreams come true, because this is possible. This is the, you know, I'm just looking at the purple hair here too. It's like bluish purple. Right? And the purple one, Prince here, kind of being your spirit guide. And I think when you do that, when you kind of, there's this standing up for yourself, kind of letting go of the past here, healing it, doing this creative project, right? Taking charge of your own life here. That this causes this shift in the way that you view your path, right? Because I'm kind of seeing this Hierophant as your path. It's like this commitment to your path, this shift in your beliefs, and just being okay with it. It's like you might even be communicating this to your loved ones. You're like, this is what I'm doing. This is what makes me happy. And, that's it. And it just causes this tremendous shift in you, right? I mean, like, just look at how he's glowing, this laughter, this, yeah, it just feels like relieving, right? A sigh. And it's almost like this well here, right? You've been holding this stuff deep in, the bottom of your heart, and it's like it's coming up for air here, right? This golden egg, right? The heart. This, and the heart right here. It's coming up over and over again. Now, Simone, you're going to have to go, baby. And there is a lot of emotion here, right? It's Jupiter in Pisces, which, I do feel, oh, look at that. I was putting the Hierophant on top. I think they could be interchangeable. But yeah, this is going to give you that breath of fresh air. This Seven of Pentacles in the future, right? We see the roots here, right? And that by doing this, it's like you've cleaned out the roots. You've provided them with nourishment, right? Kind of, it's like you opened up the, what was in, right? The container that it was in, and had to clip some of the roots to open them up. You know how that goes. And then you replant it, and it's like there's all this growth that happens. And it's going to happen in, all these different parts of your life, right? I'm seeing this as like numerous parts of your life, right? There's this one, which for some reason where it's green, I'm thinking of the heart and like your emotional, your relationships, right? Really, really having an effect. And psychic gifts, right? Your creativity, all of them seeing rewards in every aspect, right? This is like the justice getting served and what happens, right? Releasing this karma, releasing this burden almost, right? You've held it close. Sometimes we have this tendency to hold on to that pain as something precious, like even like, it's the 4-2, right? Like this anger has, served you in some way in your creative endeavors even, right? Or just so you thought. But this is saying you release that, and, it's like your creativity just blossoms. So this, I feel like this is, you're on the right path. There have just been lots of little pieces that we've had to kind of rummage through and put together, right? It's like yes, I'm pulled to this Ai Weiwei. Some things are whole only when they shatter, right? We've had to just like taking the plant out of that container and snipping the roots to open them up. We've had to shatter some of our lives in a way, right? But all of it is making this pathway All right. And we're getting ready to walk through that gateway, this portal. I'm thinking of that song, The Broken Road. I don't really know it, but the broken road led me back to you or something, you know, and that's what I'm seeing here. And then we have exhibition of a rhinoceros in Venice over here. And Venus, right? And I'm seeing this figure right here with the black mask on. Right? That's you. You're a little bit different. And I feel like this black rhinoceros, which I think they are, is it the white rhinoceros? One of them is either endangered or the last one is alive, something like that. So you're a rarity, right? Embrace that. And this shadow side, this Venus and Scorpio kind of pulling up some of these relationship issues. It's all part of this, you know, because we're getting ready to have those planets move into your sign. You're going to feel this energy, right? And this might be part of that too, is to build up that aura, right? And make sure you're thinking about, you know, the life that you want to build. And sure. Block yourself off if you need to be, you know, conserve your energy. I see all of that as well here too, right? Because I know for just this last time, I'm really feeling it.